Good morning and welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. We woke up this morning thankful to the Liberian police again for maintaining the peace and security of our nation with the meager resources they have at their controls. Thank you. Woke up this morning with a lingering question on our minds. What is happening to America and world leadership? The American House of Representatives cannot elect a speaker. What is wrong? Are we headed to World War III? Because those are signs that leadership in this nation and throughout the world have begun to fail us. And when our leadership fails, our world is headed to war, destruction, evil. What's happening to our world? What's happening in the United States of America? Why can't the American leadership elect a speaker? Why? Are we so divided? Have the deception and lies and treachery become so visible that our leadership is so divided and cannot come together to elect a leader? What is happening in the United States of America? America is a satellite to Liberia, just as Liberia is a satellite of America. When things happening in our country and there are great issues of leadership and direction, our whole world is in trouble. Ukraine, Israel, Palestine will go to war. It's just starting. Where will it lead us to? These are issues people all over the world need to be cognizant of. Let's go to Liberia. Let me bring in my correspondent from Liberia, Mr. Sam. But before I do, I want to remind my Liberian people of the significance of the Liberian police in this, our electoral process. Our police is significant in our lives for ensuring that Liberia remains peaceful, that the lives of our people continue without any hindrance, and that peace and stability is the foundation of everything in my nation. Let me bring in my correspondent in Liberia, Mr. Samuel Wicker, and let's hear what's happening this morning. What's up, my brother Sam?
Hey, good morning, Roy. Good morning.
How you doing? Oh, I see you hooked up.
I'm good this morning.
You can hear me good?
You are very clear. Yeah, you are very clear. You are very clear.
So,
thank you so much.
All right. So what's happening?
Well, the American missionary that attempted killing the second wife in Liberia has been released on bail. He was released on bail yesterday by the criminal court A. The judge, Willie. George Willie.
Lucas Richards, right?
Lucas Richards, yeah. Lucas Richards. And his second wife is Justina Lord.
Okay.
Sometime last week last month he attempted killing her. Somewhere around the car went and was rescued by a motorcyclist. He was arrested and taken to court. But then he was released on bail yesterday. And but he would not leave Liberia. He was still in this country till the case resumed.
So how are they going to monitor him?
Well, somebody, a well-known Liberian citizen, I mean, there were 3 or 4 persons signed for him with stories of their properties and all that. So, I mean, just to guarantee his stay in his country.
So they put up a surety bond.
Yeah.
A surety bond is
With
when you go to court.
their properties.
Yes. And the court wants a certain guarantee that when this person is released, they will be back in the court on the day the court said they will be back. So in order for that person to be released, these Liberians have come forth and put up their properties and say, okay, we'll put our houses as guarantee that this man will not escape Liberia. That if the court say he must be in court on the 4th or the 5th, he will definitely be here. We will guarantee that he will be here. And if he doesn't be here, the government of Liberia can take our houses and do whatever they want to do with it. So, but before they can take their houses, the court will set a bail amount. Okay? Because you can't just take people's houses without setting an amount. That you can't just let it be a blank check and say, oh, we'll take your house and we don't care what the bail amount is. So the court will set a bail amount. So they might say $100,000 bail. So when they say $100,000 bail, that means you got to bring up property, money, or something to guarantee the surety that this person will be back, to assure the court that this person will be back. So if the court set the bail to $100,000 and you want to put up your property, you got to evaluate your property. Let's see how much your property is worth. So if it was $60,000, then you know you need somebody else with $40,000 worth of property. So when they put these properties together and there's a guarantee of the value of the property, then the court can accept it for bail. So that's how people put up their property and the court has accepted it. If these people do not make sure that this man show up to court, or this man escape Liberia for some reason and go to Sierra Leone or Ivory Coast, because there are many ways to escape the country. You don't have to escape by plane or by road. You can go by boat and other things, okay? Air and other things. So if these people escape for any reason, those people with the properties, their property will be confiscated, okay, by the government. And they will sell it and do whatever they want to get the surety amount back, because they got to take care of the family of his wife. Go ahead, Sam. What's the next news?
ECOWAS and AU, they made a joint statement yesterday saying that they will not accept any lawlessness from Liberian politicians. The head of the West Africa Elder Forum, former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, said that the wave of intimidations of peaceful people and next time in the country is getting overhand, so they won't accept anything of such. ECOWAS spent more than $4 billion in our war, so they are warning us not to get involved in any conflict, because nobody will spend the resources again to come and get a peace in Liberia. So that's a strong warning for us as a nation. And NEC has ordered a rerun of District 4 in Ima County, where there was about 2 ballot boxes were stolen. When they bust in the warehouse and stole these boxes, and later on we discovered it was burned. So NEC has ordered a rerun of the election. And that time next week, 8 persons have already been arrested.
Anything else?
So far for now, we are least in the latest update of the result, the consolidated result is coming from next. So we are leading about 5,000 margins.
So we are in the lead.
Possible run up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in the lead.
So I saw a provisional list of all the ministers and auxiliary government officials of the Unity Party. You saw that list?
Well, I saw it, but I believe that's a fake list. Rather, every time
I saw it.
Every time there's an election, you will see the kind of list come here.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
saw
how can
it.
you take Bernie Sanders being a seasoned military man and and saying to Freeport? How can you take Cooper Craig, who was a made from the scene, postal affairs minister? You know, so these are all fake names, fake lists. I don't believe it. They're not
Yeah,
credible.
now I'm looking at it, and, and they have
Mm-hmm.
more Ali as some waste. What was it? What they having? Wash committee? What is the wash committee?
Okay, you watch committee. How can a
What is
spokesperson
that?
for a party go down watch committee?
You think
It's
more
on the
Ali will
watch,
take
watch
that?
committee, watch
Eh?
committee.
More Ali fighting
Where?
for more Ali fighting for position, and then you go take wash committee.
You,
And
you want some? Either assistant minister or deputy also. Maybe based on his qualification. But you
I,
won't take watch commission job. So that
I
was
saw
the
that
list. It's just
list.
a fake list.
I saw that list. I was laughing. I said, if more Ali accept this wash committee, he's a crazy idiot. But anyway, you know that Vani Sharma of Kidman County retired from politics. You saw the
Yeah, he
video?
said he retired from politics.
But you
Yeah,
see,
Vanessa retired from politics.
Vani Sharma is an old politician in Liberia. I remember while there, he was one of my mentors. You know, Vani really used to help me
Okay.
too because when I had questions for the law, I would go and sit with Vani and he would direct me. But you know, to see and to hear my boy in politics the way they're doing the politics, man. Then I hear him
Mm-hmm.
concluding his political career, talking about how he went to all the villages in Kitman, and not one of the people asked him what he was doing, what he had done. I mean, you know, you were seeing that kind of thing, and you know, I was like, come on, Vani. Come on, Vani. What do you expect? Our country is 95% illiterate. People can't read and write. How would they be able to fathom what you're doing? Where in Morovia or where in somewhere else that they can't see? You got to be doing the thing in the people county, in the people locality, for them to see what you're doing. You got all these villages and things in Kidman County, and you mostly in Morovia. You know education, the foundation of any progressive society is lacking all over our country. So how would the people in your locality in Kidman County or rural area, far away from Morovia, how many miles is Kidman from Morovia?
See my boy. For the summer
Close,
months, I'm not too exact.
close to 100 miles. Let's say close to 100 miles.
You mean keep my me Rawasport? Because keep my is
The
from
whole
where
county,
I'm speaking from.
the whole
Oh,
county.
okay, up to Rawasport, yeah, okay.
You see, it's about 20. It's about close to maybe 75 miles from like Monrovia,
5
or
years,
100
5 years.
miles or something like that. It's to the border, to the western border of the country. Just to get to Kipman, 100-mile distance, it would take you almost 4 hours because of the roads. The roads are treacherous. I told you how I went to Liberia a few years ago, 6, 7 years ago, and I went to Kipman, man, to do my video. You go on one of my videos, you see me in Kipman County with what a boy name. I interviewed Diba.
You mean James Diba,
Jean Diba. Sam, I was so
the
damn
football
scared,
star,
man.
yeah.
I was scared, man. I was scared. After being in America for so long, first of all, I told you all the first thing. First of all, in America, you know, you just jump out and say, well, I'm going to New York. You don't got to plan nothing. You just take your shirt, clothes, wherever you want to go, throw in the car, jump in your car and go. You got to worry about food. They got food all along the roads. You want to eat rice, you want to eat this, all around the road from here to New York, you can find African food. You can stop in New York, find African food. You can start in Jersey, find African food, all the way to where you want. If you're going to DC, if you're going to New York, you can find food all along the way. You don't got to worry. That's the last thing you gotta worry about, Sam, food. Even if you gotta eat McDonald's or donut or something on the road, they got shops, hundreds of shops on the roads, hundreds of stores. You can stop in the cities. If no store on the road and you want gas and things, you can branch off the highway, go in the city, in the nearest city near you, find food, find gas, find anything you want, man. And they got signs that will tell you, when you go into New York, it will tell you, this is the last gas station. You will not see no gas station for the next 50 miles. So you know, if you don't get gas there, you may break down the highway. Or you may have to go into one of the towns and villages that you see on the highway looking. Because when you see those kind of signs, that means the gas station on the highway. You're not seeing no gas station on the highway. But that does not mean that they don't have gas station in the towns. Those kind of signs tell you, they say this is the last gas station for the next 50 miles. That means for the next 50 miles, you will not see no gas station on the highway. But that does not mean that you can't find gas station in the towns. So if you branch off and go into a town, it may take you another 30 minutes to find gas station or something like that. But you find gas station. So when you go to Liberia with that kind of American mentality, you will die, Sam. You will die. Because that morning we got ready to go to Cape Mount. Look at it. I told the people that were taking me, I told them the night before that we're going to Cape Mount the next morning. Because I just wanted to wake up and just go. Just do in America, just wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, say, okay, I'm going to New York, and jump in my car and go. I don't got to worry about food. Just make sure I got my clothes, my shaving things, my toothbrush, my personal things. That, I'm gone. Anytime in the night, you find restaurant, you find somewhere open. Anytime, any hour, something will be open. Man, I got to Liberia, going to Cape Mount. Thinking in America, got that kind of American mentality. Luckily for me, so they tell the people in the night, all of you go and let them get ready. So I told the people, I said, you get ready in the night. We're going in the morning, we're going to Cape Mount at 5 o'clock in the morning. They said, what? You can't go to Cape Mount like that. I said, what do you mean I can't go to Cape Mount like that? You said, rather than that, America, you got to cook your own food. You got to pack your water. You got to pack everything. You'll not find nothing from here to Cape Mount. That when I came to the realization hit me. I said, I in Liberia. I said, whoa. I said, if I was by myself, I wasn't going to be Africa. I said, luckily you're with me. We had to postpone that whole trip until the next day because the next morning, the women had to cook food. They had to get water, everything together. So when they fixed our packet to go, it was like 12, 1 or 2 o'clock. So we said, well, let's wait till in the morning. At least we had the food prepared. In the morning, everything was stacked up. They put everything in the box, everything we pulled off that morning. Sam, when I saw the highway, I was just thanking God. 2 things I was praying for. 1, get me there safely. Those potholes, Sam. I think we saw one motorbike on the way going from Monrovia to Cape Mount. The whole 100 miles. We saw one motorbike and 2 cars. That's all. For hours. For hours, my brother.
When was that? What year was that?
It was 10, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Not long ago, man.
Okay.
Then when we got to Cape Mount, man, the horse, Cape Mount on the ocean. Then they got a lake. All those things encroaching on the land. Half of the land, most of the land gone in, the ocean finna taking most of the land. The Piso encroaching on the other side because the Piso is an extension of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ocean comes, when the ocean is full, it comes into the Piso and fills it up. And that's the largest lake in Liberia. And that lake is taking up land. That's why the Cape Mount people are crying to the same Vani Sherman. To the same Vani Sherman. What you doing about our land, our land? But you see, he going around, he said the people not asking him about development. How the people will ask you development? The people don't know how to read and write. You see what our leaders have that kind of mentality. How can you serve the people? You can't serve the people because you go in there looking for the people to ask you questions. And the people don't know any shit about what happened in their own damn neighborhood. How do I ask you questions, Sam? The people can't even read and write. How do I ask you questions? You're supposed to be there to uplift the mentality of the people. You go in there to bring the people out of darkness into light.
But runner, but Vanishima should be surprised. Why should he be surprised? Vanishima got shot in the head when he went to launch his campaign. You saw the citizen blocking from entering the town hall, the city hall. So he knew. I mean, he seemed surprised.
That the very thing you're talking about here, and that what they're lacking under the building, all those kind of things. That means you fail the people.
Yeah.
Your mentality is not of a developer. Yeah. Because if you dare to develop something, you want to raise the people consciousness. You don't want to go there with the expectation that the people already know and can ask you questions. No. How you go there with that kind of mentality? Right there, it shows that Vanish Sherman failed. Right there. He telling us that the people didn't ask him one question. How do people ask you a question when they are illiterate? When they are illiterate. If you have not raised the consciousness of your people, how would they ask you a question? Their consciousness got to be uplifted. Their minds got to be elevated. Their standard of living got to be improved. The people that no school in the areas, the people that go to school and not being educated, then you expect them to have the knowledge to analyze their situation and come and ask you questions. You see, that just shows that that man was not a leader of the people. Because when you start talking those kind of things, it shows that you are not cognizant of your environment. You're just there for you. In a nation of 95% illiterate people, you expect the people to ask you questions about what you're doing in Monrovia or what you've done in other part of the county that doesn't interfere with their lives? Did you do something in the community? When you do something in the community and they can see changes that impact their lives, then they will be cognizant to say, oh, yeah, Vanny, we saw what you did. You got to tell us we saw it. Because we can't read and write. We can't analyze situations, but we have the ability to observe. We don't have to learn book to observe. We don't have to learn how to read and write to see if Vanishema built a bridge in our village, or he built a well, or Vanishema built a school, or Vanishema built a church, or Vanishema did something productive in our village. When you do that, then the people will say, oh, Vanny, we saw what you did. We got to be educated. We got to go research to see what Vanishema did in Cape Mount County. Because what does it matter to me what Vanishema did in Robertsport when I live in another part of Cape Mount? When I live in Duzon, Cape Mount County, I can't read and write. No damn school in my area. Then Vanishema come in my town and want me to ask him what he done in Cape Mount County or in Robertsport. What the hell I care about Robertsport? Huh? I can't read and write. What you son of God can read and write? What do you think is his primary interest for a man who can read and write? What do you think when he wake up every morning? What is his primary interest? Huh?
You think I don't get food? You think I don't get food to eat? Or maybe going to farm? You're not thinking anything about development.
That man wondering about what the hell Vanishema do doing in Robertsport. You not steal the damn money. Yeah, you not steal the damn money, living in luxury. I'm in Nigeria. You ain't got no food. I got 15 children. I got to work up in the morning. You think I'm thinking about what Foundation did in damn Robertsport? You think that was my interest? That's not my interest. I got 15 children to feed. I got a household to feed. But I'm just saying all of this to let my Liberian people know that for us to change for us to improve, for us to grow. The people who put in charge of us as our leaders got to understand our sufferings. They got to understand our sufferings. If they don't understand it, they can't help us. They can't help us. So when you go to elect people who can relate to you. They got you got educated people all over. What you want to know is that the people that are going to represent you, one, they understand your issues. Two, they can explain it. They can fight for you. Okay? You want somebody who can go there and talk for you. Not somebody who will just sit down and say, yeah, I know it, but they can't talk. They don't have the ability to get out there and mobilize people and get your point across. Those are the kind of people you want in leadership. You don't want people that they can have all the money in the world, all the wealth. If they can't change your life, why you want the people to represent you? If they can't represent your life, why you want to vote for those kind of people? You want people from your area who are cognizant of your suffering. They relate to your suffering. They understand your suffering, and they're not taking shit. They will go out there and fight for you. They will not take shit. Those are the kind of people you want. But many of them ain't got money. You see, many of the people that come to run for us are the people that have money. And many of their interests are not your interests. You understand? It's their interests. Whatever they do, it may be in your country or anything, but something in there will benefit them. Something in there will benefit them. That's how people think. That's human nature. And let me tell you one thing about my life too. You know, one thing I always noticed, I wasn't raised by people who were in power. You know, my power in power, but I never benefited from him in government. When I went to government, when I worked for the police and all of that, my father friend gave me the job. He was the director and he hired me. So I didn't have to go to him to say thank you and give him money and all of that. I didn't know that was the way of life. You know, I really didn't. I knew you go and thank people, but I didn't know people expect you to give them money and to offer them things. That never been a part of my life. All the people I help, some of them come back to me. And I say, look, I don't want nothing for you, go, don't get in trouble. All the time I work in corrections, I help people. I know they came back to give me something. All of them came back to say thank you some kind of way. But I didn't give them a job to give me money. I didn't give them a job to come back to me to thank me with something. That's not why I gave them a job. I gave them a job because they needed a job. And I believe that they could do the job. All the time I've been working in my life, I found jobs for people to come back to me. And I tell them, no, I don't want nothing for you. I never gave anybody nothing because I didn't know that was the way you do things. When people give you a job, you go back and thank them with part of your money and part of the thing. I never had to do that in my life. I just told people hire me because they wanted professionals who could get the job done. So they hired me, but I didn't think that they wanted me to go back and give them money. But sometimes that's the way of the world. I just getting to know that. That's the way of the world. And there are some people who hire you with the expectation that you'll come back and give them money. That's a sign of loyalty. I never knew that. And I paid the punishment for that, son. Because some people
So it happened in the States too? So people do that in America too?
A corruption. Yes.
They're kick back?
Only thing I tell you this, I didn't know that, Sam.
Wow.
People did things for me and their whole attitude changed to me because I didn't go back to give them money and things like that. And I had to learn it the hard way. I said, oh, all these people expect money from you. They expect money from you. But Sam, what do you think we learn all these things from? We learn it from America. Everything in Liberia, we learn it from America. Everything we do in Liberia, don't question it. It comes from America. We learn it from America. I found job even for prisoners. I found job for them. Those guys come back, they want to give me something. And I look at it and I say, no, I don't do it for that. Take your money, go. Don't come back to jail. You come back to jail, I will screw you. Then they get scared. Yeah, I tell them, I say, I give you money to come serve me. I need that. That's my job. That's my job. Because I always felt that my job. You know, I'm making money. Why? I find your little job. Why I want you to bring your money to me? I'm a Christian. I never thought only that way. That's corruption. That's corruption, Sam. So you put people in power just to come give you loyalty and show you, give you money and things like that. I don't do that kind of thing. And if I catch anybody on me doing that shit, I will punish you. Because that's the way the world runs, the corruption. So in America, people give you a job, they expect you to go back. You know how many people not give me a job? I know I went back to tell them thank you. But I just did my job. I mean, I told them thank you the regular way. Thank you. I wrote them thank you. But I will not go back to give you my money and give you my chicken and give you my cow and give you my coat and give you my hat or something you like on me. They're not going to give me a job for take your damn job. I don't operate at that. Why I give you a job is because it's my job to do that, to ensure that I put the right people in position, not people who will come and suck up to me. So it's discouraging. It's discouraging that even in this world, in this big society, people give people money for giving them position and things like that. Don't think we're different. We learn it from here. All the shit in Liberia, we learn it from here. All the corrupt shit, we learn it from here. We didn't only learn the straight shit, we learned the corrupt thing from here too. I told you last time when they were giving all that stimulus money, you remember? They were giving all America, were giving all that $1 million stimulus. I said, all that money gone. They finished stealing it. Before it hit the news, when anything with money in America, before it hit the news, it gone. It gone. They will say, oh, your government got the amount of money people can apply for. You wasting time, picking. It gone. Before it can hit the news, the money gone. All those who finish hearing about it, finish telling everybody. Anything they have to do with money in America, you got to watch it 3 times. Everybody steals, man. Even in the shop. Say all these lotteries they got here, they steal. You know how they steal from the old people? People try to steal from me. Just yesterday, I won $6 on 2 tickets. I bought my lottery ticket. I won $6. 4 on one, 6 on the other. I went to the shop. I asked the little girl, and the girl that Liberian girl too, working in the white people shop. Let me tell you how all of them know how to steal. All of them are rogues. Anything with do with money in America, you better wash your ass. Anybody will steal from you like that, Sam, and you better be sharp. You better be sharp. You think Liberia bad? Little girl that tried to steal from me the other day, man, she ain't even finished 10th grade. She ain't even in 9th grade, but they're working in these stores. They got their summer jobs. So I had the ticket, right? So I go there, I said, why can I check up my ticket? This happened yesterday, and I said, yesterday. She said, over there, I went and checked my ticket, right? One, I won $6. The other one, I won $4. The machine tell you right there what you won. So I came with the 2 tickets now. I had to give it to her so she can check it and verify it and give me my money. So she checked the $4 one. She put the ticket on. She said $4. Then she go back. She checked my $6 ticket. She come back. She said, "Oh, this is a false ticket." And she put one old ticket down before me and said, "This is a false ticket." So I'm saying to myself, that would be a false ticket.
That's what.
Then she comes back. But so when she see me looking at checking my mind, trying to figure out what happening, she come and she said, "Oh, don't worry, I will check it again. I will check it again." So I left. But I wasn't satisfied. So they said, go back to the manager and put that girl. So I went back because I knew them. She told me I won $6. How you come and tell me that was an old ticket? So I came back. When I came back, I asked one of the other. I said, "Is the manager here? Can I see the manager?" She said, "What happened?" I said, "Nothing. I just want to see the manager." So she calls the manager. The manager will come. Or then the girl run to me. "Oh, I told you I'm going to check the ticket again. You want $6? You want $6? That ticket was the first ticket, but I went and checked again." So I said, because how would I go on that machine and the machine tell me I want $6? Then you tell me my ticket, I own ticket. How you do that? I just took it and gave her a $1 tip. She was Liberian, I gave her a $1 tip and left. You know, I just want to show her the $5. She was $6 she was stealing with me. Didn't matter to me. It's the principle. You know, $6, what $6 do for me in America here? $6 came
So they
buy
were
me.
going to sack you are a reporter.
I want to know soccer. Well, I'm going to tell the manager, the washer,
Yeah.
that's corrupt. He's my washer. Because, sir, if they do that to me, can you imagine how many old people they do that to? Some of those people, I went to another store. The Indian people, the worst. You know that when you get some stores, you get the people the lottery ticket to go check. They go behind the thing and they check it. I go there. There's an Indian man there. I finished checking all my ticket at home. I know all the amount I finished winning. I go there, I won 3 tickets. All 3 were $10 each. So I go to him, I put the tickets down. He go in they gotta go behind something. You can't see them, they go to check it on the machine. So he goes and check it and come back and said, I won 2. And I didn't win the 3rd one. So I said, oh yeah. So I didn't say anything, son. I said, oh yeah, so I just won 2. Then he's standing there look at me because he think I won $20. I happy. So I didn't say anything about the 3rd ticket. So I said, oh yeah, I want 2. He said, yeah, you want 2. Good winning. I said, yeah, thank you very much. I said, okay, now give me my ticket. Let me take my ticket back, the 3rd ticket. I said, now give me my 3rd ticket that I didn't win. Let me take it back. So he knew that I won. So he ran there and he did it. I came back and said, oh, you won $10. Then he can't get. I said, now you see, I said, I'm a law enforcement officer. I said, I'm ready to drag you in right now. You try to steal my money. I said, you don't know that I checked my ticket before I brought it to you. I knew how much I won, but I wanted to see what you would do. So everybody in America, especially Liberian people with accent. You guys who got accent coming from Africa, be very careful. These people will steal from you in a minute. They will anything will do with money. Check it twice. Check it 3 times. Check it 4 times. They will steal from you in a heartbeat like that. And
I experienced that. I experienced that in Ivory Coast, Abidjan. I couldn't speak French and want to go buy a bag. I gave this guy the 5,000 tipa, which was equated to $10 a time. The guy took my money and went behind the other booth. Stayed so long and came and oh, it's counterfeit money. I said, what? Counterfeit? I just took the money from the bank. He said, counterfeit? Oh, that boy, that because I never had a lesson party. All my things expired, my document expired. The man started calling police. The other put a Ghanaian guy came and intervened. I had left the place.
well,
So I never had, I only had $1 left for me, and I had took a bus and went back home.
you're gonna put you in jail. You're gonna put you in jail.
Yeah.
He lied on you.
Oh yeah. He lied on me. He stole my money.
The same thing happened to me in America here. Certain Liberian people, you pay attention. There are certain monies that are made in this country. They were made in the 1950s and 1960s. They cannot be detected with its counterfeit pen. You know, in America, they got a pen. When you give money, they can take the pen and run over the money, and the color of the pen will change if they're counterfeit.
Okay.
So they're using all the stores. So me and a girl and my wife went to one of the technical stores called Best Buy, one of the big stores here. And the girl gave the people a $50 check, a $50 note. And the people ran that pen over the note. And that pen didn't change to show it was not counterfeit. So the guy came and he said, this is counterfeit. I said, no, they're not counterfeit. They will not give you counterfeit. No, we start fussing. Sam, they brought the police, everything, the police came. They took the note, and because the police in America, only the FBI can identify counterfeit. Nobody else can identify counterfeit. Anybody can tell you this is a counterfeit, you cost the hell out of them. Only the FBI can tell you a dollar note is counterfeit. So when they called the police ordered they confiscated the note. They took my name, they took all of our name, and they said the FBI will get back to us. And they took the note. Sam, it was almost 2-3 months we got a letter from the FBI telling us that the money is real money, but it cannot be detected by the pen because that money was made in 1950, and the paper they use, that pen cannot detect counterfeit or not. It cannot work on that paper. The paper they used to make that money.
Okay.
So they wrote on us, and they said they get her money back. So you got to be careful. Certain things people do to determine counterfeit, it may not work with certain money because just how we make new notes every time, that just in America, they're always upgrading the notes. They're always upgrading the notes. Sometimes they put watermark on it. So the people are seeing this kind of stuff. Every time they gotta monitor the notes and things like that. Because the people, as soon as the thing come out, in the next year, the crooks know how to break that code and everything. So they consistently, our security is very high in America. You always got to upgrade security because people can break the code, man. They got some smart guys, general Nigerian guys with PhD and master's degree. They're not doing nothing, but they're learning how to break codes and steal. They ain't doing nothing. They won't go to work. They like the computer, so all they do is through the computer and steal money. So people got to be mindful in this country. That's why I told you, as soon as we were talking about the stimulus money, all these billions of dollars coming out, I told people, I said, that money is gone. When the money amount hit the news, the money already gone. By the time, the news is the last agency that kind of news hit. The news. When you hear people talk about, the government giving so many millions of dollars to the public, you can go apply for it. You apply, you wasting time, man. That money already gone. The people who not here, but if
we experienced we experienced the same thing here. We are all stimulus package, the coronavirus package. We experienced it here. 35 million is just waiting air.
People
finish
all their relatives, they finish setting on how to steal the money. They finish an era.
Yeah.
Sam, one of the biggest sham in America here is women being minorities. That's the biggest sham. That's the biggest scam to steal money. How will women be minority with black people? Huh? When they say women minority, they're not talking about poor women, they're talking about all women. And here's the trick. Before the money come out for minority, all the rich people, women, finish taking it because they're women. And the minority, a women minority, you can be a millionaire, you and your wife can be billionaires. Wow. The woman still minority, she generate the black people. She can apply for any loans they got for black people, she can apply for it too. Any grant they got for black people, she can apply for it, no matter how rich she is. And that's the injustice in this damn country. When I went to a minority meeting, wow, and I saw all the rich white women sitting there talking about the minorities, I gave up on the country. I yelled, I damn all of them, and I walked out. I never went back to minority meeting. How you say minority, black people minority? We the poorest people in this nation. Then you tell us women minority too, who married to the richest men in this country. They can come sit in minority meeting with us, apply for grant just like us, and get the grant just like us. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's why we can't get nothing. Because before the announcement for the grant come out, the rich women finish applying for the grants. And they got all the grants because they are women. That's the biggest bullshit I ever seen in my life. So I'm sitting in this minority meeting, all the women there are the rich women in the state. I'm like, who are you people? We are minorities. I said, no, you can't be minorities. Look at all the gold and diamonds you're wearing. Why are you there for us? All of them got big state jobs, director, assistant director. All of them, but it's still poor people. They still consider them to be poor like the rest of us minorities. And they can apply for any grant we got. That's why the black people can't get shit. Because before the grant come out, all the rich women finna applying for it. You see the injustice? And we can't say anything because they made the rich women minorities too. How you have $1 million, $100 million, then you consider yourself minority? Then you compete with a poor man like me for the little meager resources we got. And your husband controlling it. Your boyfriend controlling it. Your brother and sister controlling it. So you see why poverty can never be ended. The more resources we got, the more the rich people take, because they got too many loopholes in the law. You know, if rich women can be minorities, so what's in it for us? A woman who are $1 million a year, and those people don't care about us. They coming for the grant. They coming for all the money they're giving us too. They coming for their share, and they're not taking some. They won't take all. They want equal share. And they already got millions and millions of dollars. They're already working for the state. They're already working for the city. But the minorities, they come and sit in the meeting and take all the things from minorities. So, Sam, it's not as green as
it reminds me of October days when the estates were built, the estates, bottoms built, even Tower, other places.
But
it was built for the low income people.
But Sam, why you think about that?
So ministers taking it, for their girlfriends.
But not only that, Sam. Look at the rice competition every year. Every year, Tower used to win the rice competition. You're the richest man in the country. You got access to all the machineries. How will you just win the rice competition every year? You can't let other people win. Then you say you're encouraging the farmers. How you encourage the farmers? The people poor, they died poor. You're the richest man in the nation. One of the richest men in the nation. You see, Sam, all this kind of thing happen, and they say it's fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. You know, how can America be fair? It can't be fair. You take all the rich women and put them in the same boat with the poor people. Then you expect for the poor people to get resources. And when all the rich women husbands control all the resources. Sam, I saw all the women sitting in the meeting. I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, oh, man, no, this is not right. All their husbands are big people in the state. They control all the resources. They control all the grants. Then their wives are the very people writing for those grants too as minority women. And it's right under the law. They can do it. But that kind of law is not fair. You see how we make unfair laws? The people who make the laws, some of them make it for themselves. They make it to steal from us. Because how you make women minority? And some of the women are the most wealthy women in the nation. Then they can go and petition for minority and resources too. What's in it for the black people? What's in it for the poor people? Those kind of people are not supposed to be allowed to get resources. You see? That will make the law unfair, man. You think about it. Sam will tell me.
Yeah, we are humans now.
Huh? Yeah.
Well, back to Liberia. We are humans.
So
humans are never fair to one another.
There'll be corruption everywhere, evil everywhere.
Everywhere. So sometimes I wonder why they can't live in Liberia as the most corrupt nation in the world.
But Sam,
because down to the market, from the market up to the master, everybody's still here. Nobody's fair. When you want to be too fair, it's stupid.
But sometimes we gotta ask ourselves.
When you're too fair, it's stupid in Liberia.
Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, my man. You see, the world is not fair. Yeah. We look at the world, Sam. The people born in America, some of them live far better than us, even the poor. Huh? We born in Africa. We think we got a hard time. Look at the people, look at the Arabs in Israel, the Palestinians. You see the way the people living? They're not living better than Liberians. They live just as bad. Look at the Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the bombing the people country and living. So now you ask yourself, God, why you bombing on this side of the world? Why you bombing in this area? But then you look at the world. Is my life worse than a Palestinian life? Not many. My life far better than some of them. I would better than the Ukrainians or the Russians. Are people in that side of the world better than us, the mass of the people? Those are things you got to contemplate, Sam. You in Africa, is your life as bad as the people in Israel, in the Gaza Strip? Huh? Where the Israeli just keeping everybody. That Gaza Strip is terrible, Sam. They got almost the 3 people. That Gaza Strip, almost the people living in Monrovia alone. You got 3,000 people living in Monrovia. That's how Gaza Strip is. Just the thing, man. And they got it dirt all over the place. I was watching one show. Born in Gaza. They had it dirt. Oh, the people were taking the bottle from the dirt to go sell. Just, oh man, the poverty. The poverty. So we ask ourselves, are we living better lives? Look at right here in America, Sam. Some places in America, you're just like Liberia, my man. Worse than Liberia. I'm telling you. Some places the people don't even know about electricity or TV. And to tell you the truth, there are some people who don't want it. There are some people, look at right in Rhode Island, Sam, right in the heart of the city. They got one area right down the road from my house. So the trees, you can't see nothing. People were living in there. Right down the road from my house. It's a vacant lot. It's about 2 acres of land, vacant. But nothing but trees and shrub growing up on there. You can't even see that. But when you go in between there, the homeless people were living there, growing their weed, growing everything right on that 2 acre land. The police just went and moved all of them and got all of there. You never see it from the road.
You know our house there?
No, just all the trees just grow, but the trees they got the long trees, you can't see nothing from the road. So everything you pass, people wonder why the people can't cut the grass in the house. But not knowing that homeless people living there, they got their tents, they got the area clean where they grow their little smokes and pro. I mean, they live in there. You live in the forest. They got a tent. They got everything there. They set up the tent and clear the area in the center of the area. So you see just the trees around there. You can't see them, but they in the middle there. They finish clearing that whole area. All of them, they have 4 tents there. People are living in their tent. They got to show where people live in the park. Yeah, man. You know the park is about 5 acres of land. They got areas for animals, area for people to go sit down and eat, family to have picnics and all of that. Some people go live in the park, man. Some by the park, they got forests. They got a show like that. There's a show, the people were living in park. What was that? In Phoenix or Washington. They were living right in the park in the city, but it was like forests. You know the parks, they grow. The park is that they just clean the area for where people want to go to picnic and go to sightseeing. They fix the park for people who want to have a day off, like we are park he built. That water park we got in America, a park here may be about 5 acres or 10 acres of land. All kind of things growing on it. So some people can go sleep there. The police don't know. The police can't monitor the whole place. Some people there, just like in this Sunday place is right down from my house. And not even 4 blocks or 5 blocks from my house. There are people living there just like in the forest. You should have seen all the police cars there. Police car were declared them all of it. But my man, do your closing I got here for the day.
Well, thank you. Liberia, as I always say, we are at the crossroads. Though we're going for a runoff, it's time to pray for better leadership. This country needs some cleansing. This country needs cleansing, needs deliverance. Hope and pray that Liberia becomes better right after this election. May God continue to bless Liberia. Amen.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ron.
son.
Thank you for the day. And thank you for the new setup.
Okay. It will get better. Okay, bro. Take care. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our show for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. You see, we cover every topic: Liberia, America. We cover issues that we feel relevant for us to discuss. But one of the things I told you about, be mindful about money, man. Money, money, money. For the love of money, people will steal anything, man. They will steal. So it's not only Liberia, man. Everywhere in the world, people are stealing. People want money. That's the root of all evil. And every day you see it. The older you get, you see it. Because I never dealt with lottery and all of them. I never played those things before, but in my older age, you know, I found it interesting, scratching tickets and all of that. Those things I never did that before. I never bought lottery ticket. Maybe I bought once or twice in a year. I'll buy a lottery ticket or 5 lottery tickets when there's a big lottery pot, like $1 billion or something like that, all on the news. Then I'll go buy $20 tickets, $20 worth of tickets or something like that. But nowadays I play more because I'm in my retirement age now. I'm looking for more money too. So, but that's when you realize how people steal, how people dishonest, how people will do everything evil for money, man. It's vicious. Little children, man. I told you, the little girl who tried to steal from me the day before yesterday. The girl not even out of elementary school. She know how to steal. That's why I wanted to report her. Let her teach her the lesson. I couldn't let it go. But we got to treat our little children like that. We got to start from small. Corruption and stealing all over the place, man. We got to reel these children in. During our days, we have people who monitor us and care for us. Nowadays, the world is moving so fast. Everything is money. All the kids watching TV and are influenced by different things, man. I was watching TV the other day. These 2 brothers try to kill their mom and pop for the inheritance. Can you imagine that? 2 young children, man, they're not even 20 years old. These guys were plotting to kill their mom and pop, and they carried it out, tried to poison them. And the police, they were in jail. The mom and pop went to court and pleaded for them to get out of court because they didn't want their children to feel that. But even the 2 boys, after the police arrested them, one of the older boys said to the younger boys, "Man, that thing we tried to do to our parents, that was some psycho shit." Even them knew. Trying to kill your parents for your inheritance. How you do that kind of thing, man? The world is evil. Money is the root of all evil. Train your children well. Train your children well. That is a thing that is based on charity. Charity. And all of us know, us Christians know, charity begins at home. Train your children right. Not to steal. The stealing starts at home. The world tells you to steal, to get rich. Everything points to money, 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 money. That's the root of all evil. Teach your children. You people in America, teach your children. Our young Liberian children in America cannot be rogues because it starts from here. They take it to Liberia. When they get to Liberia, they become greater rogues because our people are illiterate. They don't know the trend of money in the Western society. So our young children coming from here who have learned to be stealing and learn to be rogues and dishonest, they come to Liberia to destroy our country and people. My people in America, charity begins at home. Kaluta continua. My class is done. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Don't do what I wouldn't do. Don't let me hear about it. Okay, let me just get my things correct. Have a good day.